me today? Welcome back to another video, and I am so happy I get to record this one in my home because it's so much more comfortable, and it was not the best choice to go out in public and film my other videos. I can see that I am a lot more anxious when I'm outside and I can't really speak everything that I want to. And I'm starting this year with a quote that really changed my mindset, because it was like, it's not meant to be all happy. It can be, but all of the emotions are so beautiful and you can learn so much from them. So it's not all meant to be happy, and that's a good thing. Recently, I've been spending a lot of time just people watching outside, and in the center there is a really beautiful park. I love sitting on a bench, just watching people pass me by, watching the trains go by, and as the sun is hitting the buildings, it is so beautiful. And today I went there with my best friend, and we just sat next to a street musician. It was so magical. Next to us were an old couple, and the man just gave the woman flowers. They were really old. So I am excited for life. I love it. There's also the springtime, which I find myself in right now, and it is magical. I am obsessed because you're just starting to feel so connected. Your creativity starts to bloom, and I have so much desire to connect with people. I love experiencing emotions, all kinds of emotions. I'm excited about it. I'm also excited about having different feelings for people. Really, when I started recording these videos, my objective was to say everything that I want to say to my friends. So if I'm talking to something with my friend, but I'm not quite ready to hear what I have to say to them, I would just record a video. Today, I initially wanted to talk about forgiveness. One of my friends is deeply grieving and has a really hard time forgiving. And if I say this all to her, she won't listen to me because she's really blinded by her emotions, which is perfectly normal. So I hope my videos reach my friends. But I found new community of people, and we're creating a little academy to find stability within yourself. It's a mental health academy, which I really hope get to execute as a project. But right now we're testing all of these activities, and I'm learning so much about emotions and burnout. And we had art therapy, which I really have a hard time drawing because I'm fighting with perfectionism, and drawing is really hard because if something doesn't look just the way I imagine it, I will be deeply displeased. So first meeting we had, we talked about emotions, and in reality emotions are not divided in positive or negative. They're divided in comfortable and not comfortable. So that means all emotions are worthy and are good for you because they're trying to tell you something. They're telling you where your needs aren't being met and where they are. So you should celebrate that. And from the uncomfortable emotions, we can learn about ourselves. And if we are not aware of the needs that we have, we can spiral into shame because we do not understand ourselves and why we want certain things that haven't been validated. So me as a person who has a tendency to suppress emotion, that was really insightful to learn, because the way I look at emotions now is that they deserve to be processed. They deserve to be processed, and I need to see what I can learn from them. What are these emotions that are working for my own good, trying to tell me? And reading what I wrote after journaling also helps me reflect back on my own thoughts. We learned that it's very good for the brain to write because the brain is so fast to think. When you have to write it down, your brain can take a little break from thinking and you can write down slower and think slower. I've also been reading about attachment theory, so the anxious, avoidant, fearful, avoidant, disorganized, and secure attachment, to learn more about myself, more about why I react the way I do to certain things, what I need to feel secure. Sometimes it's hard making the videos on topics I want them to be, because what's going on through my mind is completely different. And right now it's me battling with the feelings towards people, feelings of love, like the early blooming love. It is beautiful and exhausting a little bit at the same time. As I said, this video is dedicated to one of my friends who I really hope gets to see it and gets to rethink the way she sees forgiveness, because you may feel justified by holding on to your pain, but what do you gain? Take responsibility for your hurt and make it right to you. Forgiving doesn't mean it's all okay. It means you make it right to your heart, to God within you. A really important aspect of forgiveness to me is not placing it outside of yourself. You place your freedom outside of yourself by waiting for an apology and waiting for someone to realize their mistake. We don't forgive people because they apologized. We forgive them because they didn't know better. Their actions are a reflection of their unconsciousness. They can only react based on how far on their path they are. And if they got carried away, if they got sidetracked, they reacted based off what they know. So the way you let go is returning to your awareness beyond yourself, because you cannot place your freedom outside of yourself. You need to take responsibility for the hurt you're feeling, and you need to let it go for yourself. You're not forgiving for someone else. You wish to forgive as to not carry the burden on your heart. It doesn't mean that it makes everything right. It just means you make it right to your heart. You make it right to yourself, and you let go of the burden of carrying your pain and holding on to it. So I really love people because they're a mirror where we can see our reflection. Otherwise, we wouldn't know ourselves. So we know them when we connect with them, when we love them. Initially, I was going to continue on to say how by noticing my emotions through other people, I can reflect on them better. But I recorded this video in the beginning of this year, so enjoy the rest. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for watching that video. I hope you're doing well. And I'm sending lots of love and kindness to everybody. Thank you.